All aboard the Spooky Express. Please stay seated as we arrive at our next destination, to the historical city of Savannah, Georgia. Welcome back to my series where we take a trip to a place that has rich history and possible haunts. When it comes to ghosts, there's no other place quite like Savannah, Georgia. Savannah has a rich history as one of the original 13 colonies and is one of the oldest cities in Georgia. It has Revolutionary and Civil War sites as well as old buildings still operating to this day. With that being said, today's travels will take us to one of the most notorious haunts around Savannah, the Moon River Brewery. Like most old buildings, the Moon River Brewery site has been used for many different things throughout the decades. Originally founded in 1821 as the City Hotel, it was known as the very first hotel in the city of Savannah, where only notable people stayed. This place also housed a branch of the United States Postal Service as well as a branch of the Bank of the United States. In 1851, the City Hotel underwent a change in ownership, and the new owners at one point had lions on display in order to attract more attention to the hotel, but sadly in 1864, the final guests checked out of the City Hotel. At the turn of the century, the building was used for housing lumber and coal, and as the use of coal slowly died off, the place was used as a storage facility. And in 1960, the building was turned into an office supply store, complete with a large printing press. In 1979, they closed their doors due to Hurricane David. The building, like most in the area, suffered structural damage. It sat empty until 1995, when it was renovated as the Moon River Brewery. Moon River opened to the public in 1999. This place is said to have paranormal as well as poltergeist activity. The guests and staff have encountered unexplained and violent occurrences. Accounts include, but are not limited to, bottles being thrown, as well as full-bodied apparitions and unexplained noises. This place has been the site of a couple violent incidents. In 1860, a New York resident by the name of James Sinclair arrived in Savannah. He was looking for work and stayed at the City Hotel. Now, the people of Savannah weren't too thrilled with the New Yorker's presence in the town or the hotel, and they told him to leave. However, he was determined to find work, but unfortunately for him, the Savannah residents didn't care. He was encountered by a lynch mob who dragged him out of the hotel and brutally beat him close to death. Another incident took place in 1832 when a feud broke out between a man by the name of James Stark and the city physician Dr. Philip Minnis. Things quickly escalated at the City Hotel. Stark was drinking heavily that evening and was saying some not so nice things about the doctor. And when the doctor arrived and saw Stark, he flat out shot the guy. The doctor went to trial for murder, where he said he saw Stark reach for his gun first, and that is why he shot him. The jury quickly acquitted him, and it turns out they were happy to get rid of Stark, which I think that's kind of rude. Most notable ghost in the site is Toby, who just kind of lurks around the billiard room where he messes with the staff and the customers. There is also said to be a white apparition in the upper levels, which is believed to be the ghost of an old hotel worker who died in the late 1800s. In the 90s, when they were attempting to renovate the upper levels, a foreman's wife was violently pushed down the stairs. The foreman quit the job, and that is why the upper levels remain in a state of decay. People who have visited the Moon River Brewery have reported being touched or pushed. The city of Savannah is known as one of the most haunted cities in the U.S., and I am just so overly excited to continue this series on this channel, where I get to just talk about history and possible haunts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if this was your first ride on the Spooky Express, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to get notified whenever I make new videos. Any suggestions as to where we should travel to next, let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for riding the Spooky Express. Till next time.